Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is Holiday Delight. It was from a box that I got from Ollie's, and it's pretty good. They had a holiday box. I'm not real picky about coffee, but I do definitely have my favorites, because I put flavor in my coffee all the time. So today's high is going to be 42. It's not raining, so that's nice, because it's been raining for a few days, real gloomy. But it's not sunny either, so it's going to probably just be an overcast day, not too cold, which is good. So today I have to take my mom to an appointment, and yeah, we've been having fun. In and out of the ER, now to an appointment. We got lots of stuff coming up. So, and then I have to call my doctor for I want to follow-up checkup on this leg, see what's going on. The one leg that I had done first is healing up, so that's good, but it's taking a long time. The other one is just not doing what I expected it to do. So we need to get it taken care of. So if you have problems and you don't know what's going on, make sure you go see your doctor. Don't put it off, especially as we get older. When I was younger, I never went to the doctor because I didn't need to. But now that I'm older, I do go for my yearly physical. I have certain doctors that I see once a year unless there's a problem. So, establish yourself a lineup of doctors for whatever issues that you're having. And then, go have a physical with that doctor once a year. I mean, we paid into our Medicare and all that our whole working life, so we might as well get some use out of it. All right, I'm going to use this oat milk creamer. I used up my chocolate. I still have more, but I have so many open creamers now because of the holidays in my refrigerator that I want to start using up some of them just to get some room in my fridge. So I have all these great plans of starting up again with my decluttering, but with all these doctor's appointments coming up, it's kind of raining on my parade here. So, all right, let's give the coffee a taste. Cheers. Pretty good. I can't say it's my favorite cup of coffee that I've ever had, but it's pretty good. So I actually did get myself a cup of coffee and a scone while I was waiting for my mom in the ER. And it was just Folgers vanilla. And it was at the coffee shop at the little, at the hospital. Very tiny little coffee shop. And boy, was it good. And then I had a scone there that was, it was white chocolate raspberry. And you guys know I like white chocolate raspberry coffee. So that was really a good little treat. And it wasn't too expensive. It only came to like $4 and a few cents. So, but I hadn't had anything to eat because it was kind of a hurry up and get to where you're going scenario. So that was yesterday. But we'll talk more about that when we get to the budget book. A couple more days now in December. And I'm actually looking forward to a very low spend January. Just because I'm about shopped out, spent out. I used to love to shop. Now I don't like it at all. So it's funny how we change over the years. But once you get into the habit of not spending, once you break that habit, you really do much better. So, all right, I'm going to drink my coffee and I will meet you back at the budget book and we'll talk more about that. All right, here I am back at the budget book. So, let me see here. I did not spend money on Wednesday. And yesterday I did spend money. Like I said, I bought a cup of coffee and a scone while I was waiting at the emergency room, so I did spend money there. I don't know what I'm doing today as far as money goes. I know I do have to go out. I have to see how my gasoline situation is. So if I see cheap gas, I will fill up. So I really had not planned on spending anything this whole last week, but you know, life happens, but at least keeping the spending down to a minimum and not just buying a bunch of stuff. Now, I did have to buy a new knob for the lid of my one slow cooker because it broke off. It's an old slow cooker, but it still works perfectly fine. So when I brought it up for Christmas Eve dinner, the knob broke off. So I ordered some knobs from Amazon, and I found a deal where you get, I think it was 6 of them for $6.99. So I just went ahead and ordered that. That way I have some extras, because I've had this happen to me before, where it's a perfectly good pot and a perfectly good lid, but the knob breaks off because they get brittle over the years, and then that's it. So I went ahead and purchased that. I think I did that on Tuesday. I don't know. I've had so much going on here. I don't know if I'm coming or going. So my wish of having a very peaceful week between Christmas and New Year's so far is not materializing. But we carry on, and I'm just grateful that I can still do things that I have to do. So that's it on the budget book today. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to be doing today, but whatever it is, it'll be very minimal. I'm not going shopping or anything like that. Depending on how long the pre-admission testing is, I might go have another one of those raspberry chocolate scones, because those were really good. And hopefully I won't have the opportunity to go into that coffee shop anytime soon. So, all right, well, I will be back. I'm still drinking my morning coffee. I'm doing my nail polish this morning because it was looking pretty bad. So, and I have to pay some bills today. So I will be back a little later and see what else is going on today. 101 Ways to Simplify Your Life by Candy Paul. Day number 53. Clean a closet. Slack habits and sloppy work are as bad as vandalism. Proverbs 18:9. Life is much easier when your living space is clear of clutter. You are able to find what you need without scrabbling through piles of miscellaneous junk. An ordered space in which to live and work seems to give you more mental space for creative thinking. You will breathe a sigh of relief in the pristine order and beauty you have created. The mountain of cleaning and clearing may look daunting, but take it one small step at a time. Start with a closet or cupboard to put in order. Then you'll have the pleasant accomplishment of one cleared space to encourage your further efforts. If you can't vacuum, sweep, dust, and mop everything in one day, tackle 1 or 2 rooms, and just straighten and fluff in the rest of the house. All right, well, I'm waiting to go take my mom for her appointment, and I'm still drinking my coffee, just trying to chill a little bit and collect my thoughts. So I've been thinking a lot about my mom and her situation with being 94, and she's always been very independent. She's starting to need a little bit more help now, which is expected for 94. So we have to come up with a plan for her. Her house is just too big for her to take care of, and she's held on to it as long as she possibly can. She has a very big backyard. She pays somebody to mow that now. She always used to have a garden. Now she just has a couple pots with a couple tomatoes and a couple peppers. She always loved to garden. So I guess that's where I get my love of gardening. And her dad, my grandpa, he was a gardener too. So it's kind of passed on down the generations. My daughter does some gardening, but she always has so much stuff going on that sometimes doing a garden is just one more thing on her big list of things to do. So anyway, I've been thinking about, and my mom and I had a conversation about what she would like, because she's still alert and oriented, and I'm not going to be her drill sergeant and say, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. That's not a good thing to do to an older person, even though they need some help. You still want to respect their privacy, and you want to respect their ability to still make decisions on their own. You do not want to take that away from them, because then people start to get depressed and then they start to deteriorate. So giving an older person as much freedom to make their own choices is very important. Now, I was a long-term care nurse, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm not speaking to you as a lay person. I'm speaking to you as a professional. And I worked in the long-term care industry in various roles for over 20 years. And a big part of my job was doing assessments on residents. So, making sure they get what they need, letting staff know what they need. So I do know what I'm talking about. Step in when they need help, but even if their memory is starting to go, give them the opportunity, rather than just jumping in and saying, no, that's not right, it's this. Or, give them the opportunity and the time to think about things. And then, a lot of times they come up with the answer, and you don't have to jump right in and fill in the blanks for them. Give them the opportunity to fill in the blanks themselves. So anyway, we're looking at a couple of options for my mom. She says the house is too big. She wants to sell it now. And, well, that will entail, of course, selling most of her furniture. And so I said, Mom, we have at least two choices here. You can move into a senior apartment, which I said you would be able to take some of your things with you, or you can move in with me, and I'll create a space for you, but you won't be able to bring too many of your furniture things, because my house is full. I have no room for any more furniture. So it's a decision that we have to make. We're going to make some appointments with some apartment places and go take a look at them, and she can make the decision as to where she will be happy. And it will be very close to where my daughter and I live. I mean, my daughter and I literally live 5 minutes apart. So I want to move her into an apartment, if that's her choice, that's very close to us. That way, my daughter or I can go visit her more often, because right now it's 30 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on traffic, for us to get to her house. So if it's a place, an apartment place where it's only, 5 minutes away, even in bad weather, I can go and visit with her every day or every other day, and we can bring her to our house and she can visit with us. So it'll take a lot of the stress off of me and my daughter, and it'll take a lot of stress off my mom, because she wants to spend more time with family now. She doesn't want to be by herself all the time. So anyway, those are a couple of options that we're looking at, and I'm going to leave the ultimate decision up to my mom as to what she wants to do. But I've never pushed her to sell her house. So it's her own choice. She said she can't handle the house anymore. And she made the decision a couple weeks ago that she is not going to drive anymore. And that's another reason why we need to move her closer to us, because I'm going to have to go at least once a week and take her shopping. We did that yesterday. We went to the store, she picked up a couple things, then we went to breakfast, and it was a pleasant day. So I want to do more of that. She wants more of that. So those are a couple of the ideas we've come up with. So if you have a situation with an older parent, make sure that you include them in whatever plans you have, and don't come across as the drill sergeant. Remember, these are people, even though they're old and they have some things that they can't do by themselves anymore. Give them the respect that they need. I mean, I've seen people that just figure, you're old and you can't make decisions, and I'm the boss, and that's the way it goes. And that's not a good thing. So anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And also, I want to talk about the reading from today. So, cleaning a closet. So, at least once a week, lately, it's because I've been so busy with Christmas and everything, it hasn't been materializing, but during my normal life, once a week I try and find something to downsize and declutter, whether that's blankets from the attic that I was working on, or extra lingerie, or whatever it is. I try and pick something that I can downsize and get rid of. And for me, it's a very, very long and slow process, because keeping the house straightened up and cleaned up takes up part of my day, so it's an additional thing that I have to add on to the day. So it seems to me like I can pretty much only accomplish one major thing a day. I'm not talking about shoveling ditches or anything hard like that, but even easy things, it seems like I can only get one thing a day accomplished, whether that's my laundry, getting it folded and put away, or whether it's cleaning up the kitchen and cooking a meal for a couple of days, or doing a closet, part of a closet. All those things, I have grand plans of doing, A, B, C, D, and I usually only get A done. So it's something that in my head I have to realize that it is what it is, and whether I like it or not, I'm not going to be able to do B, C, and D. Those are going to have to become maybe my A for the next day. So it's better than doing nothing. Doing something is better than doing nothing, even if it's just showing up every day and getting out of bed and you know, and just doing some things. You don't even have to get dressed. You can have a pajama day, and that's okay. You know, you can have a simple goal on a pajama day, like, you know, I'm going to make myself a nice meal for dinner, or I'm just going to straighten up the living room, or sweep a floor. You know, even though it's a pajama day, you can do something small, or nothing at all, and you can read a book, watch YouTube, binge watch TV, whatever it is you want to do, because we all need days like that too, where we don't have an agenda. So anyway, those were a couple of the things that I wanted to have a chat about today. It's prioritizing whatever it is you want to do, and then being able to accomplish that, even if that goal takes you a couple days or 3 days, but at least completing it will make you feel better. So, all right, my friends, I have to get ready and go take my mom, and I probably won't be back till this evening, and so I'm going to sign off for today. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share. Thanks for watching.